This is D Money, music director of Juice Radio with local R&B star Shay Blaq. Shay Blaq is our most recent winner of our Fresh Coast Face-Off when he defeated 84 Fly by the count of 66 to 58 in promotion of his most recent single, Love Isn't Coming Back. You may know Shay from his work with J. Dodd as the R&B group The Ark. So Shay, how you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just constantly working, keeping myself busy. Trying to push some good music to the people. So, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's a good look right there. A lot of artists, they have a lot of meanings behind their names. Your name, Shay Blaq, is that like an ode to being a revolutionary?
Actually, Shay is my middle name, and actually I was named after the revolutionary. So, I guess maybe you could kind of thrust me into that position, as far as being a revolutionary for R&B music in the Northwest. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'll definitely put that on my back.
All right. Yes. And I've heard you speak sometimes. You like to speak about how the condition of R&B is in our country and in general. What are your feelings about R&B in the Northwest?
Well, ultimately, I feel like we don't have enough avenues, and I feel like we don't really have a set community as far as R&B is concerned with, in the Northwest. I feel like, there's just not enough of us doing things on a consistent basis, and we're definitely not trying to make anything, work as, as coming together and, integrating, one sound with another sound or, certain things along the lines of that. I mean, there's a lot of us out there. People have heard of Chocolate, people have heard of Zach Bruce, people have heard of Adrian Sims, myself, you know what I'm saying, Real, you know what I'm saying, and obviously the Ark and, a lot of different people. And unfortunately, none of us have ever done anything together. Like, we've never done music together, which is kind of strange, so that's an open invitation to all of y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you guys are listening, knock on my door, give me a call, you know what I'm saying? I'm not hard to find, so, I'm here, I'm ready to get it cracking, so that's it.
So let's talk about your avenue and the plan. You have a debut solo album coming up. It's called Fearless. What can we expect from this project, and maybe when can we expect it?
The actual official release date for my solo debut album is supposed to be August 30th, which is my birthday. But I'm not 100% sure if we're going to stay with that. We may end up pushing back because I'm trying to get some major features on the record. But as far as what you guys can expect from this record, it's realistically kind of a testament to my personality and the things that I've dealt with a lot. Like, a lot of the songs that I've basically put out for singles and whatnot that everybody's heard are pretty much like general remedial songs, but there's going to be a lot of depth, a lot of pain on the record, and this isn't just a record that we're trying to put out and make some money off of. There's a message in it, so I'm hoping that you guys can really catch on to it, and what I'm saying, just ride with your boy.
Yes. What about those features, though? Can you speak a little bit on that, or is that more under wraps?
I'm not telling anybody about my features. But I'm keeping that a very, very, very hush-hush. I got some things in the works, so, hopefully, what I'm saying, I'm supposed to be taking a trip to Atlanta to go talk to some people, so if some things can work themselves out and we can meet the deadlines and whatnot, then we may be looking at some pretty interesting things. So just keep your fingers crossed for me.
All right. Well, maybe more about the music. People that they've only heard the singles, the remedial concepts. What kind of more focused concepts and more in-depth things can they expect from you?
Well, I mean, I'm going to talk about things that that a lot of times we choose to kind of hide. And I'm going to try to kind of exercise some of my own demons as well. And pull some skeletons out, you know what I'm saying, and just really kind of just be an open book. Ultimately, it is the term of being fearless, is to not be afraid to allow people to see you for who you really are, and that's the general basis of what the album is about.
So, when did you actually get serious about all this? Many artists, we spend so many years just not really doing anything about it, but then there's a moment where we finally get serious. Everything starts to really mean something, and we start to really work for it. When was that for you?
Ultimately, I could say, that's a funny question. I was thinking about this the other day. I was in a group with Pistol, aka P. Washington, who's another Northwest artist. If you guys haven't checked him out, please do. Fly Gun Republic, big ups to you guys. We were actually in a group together way back in high school. So, we were just kind of checking out things and seeing if we really enjoyed it. And then I think, it just kind of stuck with me for a while. And then eventually, I think I was about 22 when I just said, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I officially want to do. And, I love it. I love the creative process. I love to produce things. I love to create. I love to, see what we can have, what we can birth out of the studio. And that's something I just, I can't live without. So, yeah, I'd probably say about, 2002, 2003, about around there.
All right. And then what really motivates you to sing? Is it fame, fortune, philanthropy, family, or just the love to do it?
Honestly, I would probably say all of the above, with the exception of the fame. Fame is like the worst kind of drug in the world. I think I think a lot of people are shooting for fame, and I'm not looking for fame. I'm looking for longevity. And I think a lot of times, people are so concerned with just getting that money. Get your money, get that money, get that money, get that money, and they have that vibe to their music. You can hear it in their music, and it's, they're putting out material that doesn't sound organic. It doesn't sound like they care, what they're giving to the people. It sounds like they're just throwing out whatever they want to. And I've vowed that that's not going to be my type of artistry. I'm an artist, and I'm not going to put out stuff that you're going to expect that you're going to hear from everybody all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to turn the corner, have my own sound. I'm an individual, and I think as a lot of artists in this business, unfortunately, are not individuals, and that shows in, when you hear one single to the next song and they don't feel cohesive, so, I mean, that, for me, that's key to the whole situation,
Yes, and this is definitely what we could have expected back from when you were with the ARC with J. Dot. What's the situation with the ARC right now?
Ooh, that's a touchy subject. Well, ultimately, to let everybody know, like I said, I put it on my Facebook, and I put it on the We Love the ARC page as well, just to kind of clear up the whole misconception. A lot of people think that we split because we're fighting and we're arguing. I've heard, are you guys still friends? Do you guys still, talk and on the phone? And we're good. Me and Dot, we're straight. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my big bro. We're straight. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, at the end of the day, we made a decision that, we've been cohesively, or collectively as a group, excuse me, we've been the ARC for a little bit under a decade. And, we pushed it, and we couldn't find the avenues that we were looking for. And we decided that, it was time for a change with the name of the company as far as Household Entertainment. Now we are officially the label. And, it's all about the branding aspect. People have been flocking toward the Shea Blaq brand a lot more, and we chose to make that more of a stable when it comes to the company. So.
Yeah, and speaking of the label situation, there's a rumor going out that your label is merging with Cutty Fresh's. Is this true? And second, what does it mean?
Well, ultimately, it's not true. A lot of people, this is like the 5th time I've heard this in like the last, I think, month. Actually, I reached out to Cutty about a month or two ago, and we haven't necessarily had the opportunity to really talk about things to see how things are going. But ultimately, where we're at right now is I am pretty much a free agent, and I mean, from listening to collectively from what I've done on records, what I'm saying, with Mafia, aka Scott Denana, on the Lead by Example record, the Millionaires album. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I've done with JC Flow, you know what I'm saying? And all these other guys that I've done music with, you know what I'm saying? I have a pretty, I think I like to say I have a pretty decent track record as far as that's concerned. So, I'm looking for a home officially, you know what I'm saying? So if anybody is out there, you guys are listening, and you need a good, solid workhorse, you know what I'm saying? I'm your man, so you hit me.
And then basically, Household Entertainment, is it just you, or do you have a couple artists working under you?
Household Entertainment, once again, it's no longer Household Entertainment, it's the label now, so we got to remember that. But there actually are 4 artists officially under the label at this current point in time, and that's Miss Cash, that's Scott Denana, aka Mafia, that's myself, and that's J. Dot on a solo tip.
All right. And then speaking of maybe some of the artists that you haven't worked with that maybe you might be interested in working with? Who's some of the artists out here that you think would really blend with your style?
I want to do something like really bad with like Macklemore, like really bad. You know what I'm saying? Or cute. Because ultimately, like, you know, we need like there's like a lot of artistic like artists, and I like artistic artists. I don't like people who are just trying to do, the Lex Luger stuff, or you know what I'm saying, just some Waka Flocka stuff or something. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I bump it in the car. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do something different. I want to get things that taste differently. I want to do something with chocolate. I want to do something with Portia Monique. I want to work with Zach. I want to work with, Nate Vibes. I want to do stuff with Rocky Sandoval. I want to do stuff with a lot of these guys. And, like I said, or like I said earlier, the door's open. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. So, we can get down today. If you call me today, we can get out today. I ain't doing nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? You can get at me.
Yeah, and so you got the album coming out. What other things can people have in store for Shay Blaq?
Ultimately, I mean, we're about to start, really trying to turn the corner on this whole thing and really start to put some coals into this pit, so we can start getting some real fire out of everything. I'm ready to start getting things cracking with my YouTube. We're gonna start getting ready to release some videos. We're in the process of shooting 3 music videos for my album. And this is all like in-house, so we're doing all this stuff ourselves. Like, this is just me sitting at the computer for hours on end, not sleeping, not eating, you know what I'm saying, grinding it out, just, trying to give you guys a good product, so ultimately I've been in the process right now looking for an assistant, or somebody to basically kind of take care of certain things that I really just can't really devote my time to at this current point in time. So pretty much it's pretty much we're at a point where we're about to really take things to the next level, and you know what I'm saying, I hope you guys are there for the ride.
Speaking of the YouTube and other links, where can people go to find you?
Man, you guys can go to reverbnation.com/CHEBLAQ. You can also go to facebook.com/ShayBlaq, or you can reach me on MySpace, myspace.com/ShayBlaq. You can go to ourstage.com/ShayBlaq, or you can just be smart and Google me. So you just go to Google, type in CHEBLAQ, and there's like 40 pages of stuff on there. So if you want to find me and you tell me that you can't find me and I see you at the club and you say I couldn't find you, I'm going to kick you. So that's pretty much it.
Or you can bing him. But thank you, Shay Blaq, for your time.